The Bears and the Dolphins tied at 24 in the preseason opener, and I'm here to hand out some winners and losers for the Chicago Bears from this one. My name is Harrison Graham. Thanks to everybody who tuned into our live watch party or watched our initial postgame show. More thoughts on today's show, and this is why you subscribe. We're trying to pump out more content than ever here on Chicago Bears Now, and our next milestone is 127,000 here on the channel. If you want to help us get there, it's 100% free of charge. Just hit that subscribe button. All right, I'm Harrison Graham. Our biggest winner of this one is Austin Booker. We did a short about him. We talked about him in our postgame show. He was just flat out dominant. 6 tackles, 3 sacks, 3 tackles for loss, had a forced fumble, which was a strip sack of Quinn Ewers that was recovered by Power Echols inside the 5-yard line, which the Bears punched in, and 4 quarterback hits. And I think that was on 20 snaps or 20 pass rush snaps. I'd have to go find the particulars, but that is what you want to see him do against second and third stringers. Can he be consistent and solid against starting offensive tackles? He's not going to dominate high-end tackles, snap in and snap out, but can he win enough of those one-on-ones? Can he be a guy who rotates in, plays 30, 40% of the snaps, and generates pressure? Because somebody has to do it from that second line behind your starting backup edges, or your starting edge rushers in Montez Sweat and Dio Adingbo. I think Austin Booker is the guy that you have that gives you the best chance to be able to do that. Dominique Robinson also had a sack. That was nice to see, but Booker was pretty dominant in this one. We'll see if he can keep it up. Okay, Burton III, a winner as well. Not because he lit up the stat sheet or anything, but did run a nice route on a 3rd and 15, got to the sticks, 16 yards, so knew where he needed to get to, found a soft spot. Tyson Bagent hit him, so that was a nice play between quarterback and wide receiver. And it was just, you watched him move. He caught a drag route, got out of bounds with 1 second left in the half to get a field goal. Just a smooth customer, right? Talented, really, really good with the ball in his hands, which is what Ben Johnson said after the game. He said, everything we've thought about him as a weapon with the ball in his hands has shown up since day one. And you saw that today. His ability to create separation on the initial route and then to catch that second drag route on the run from the left side to the right sideline and to get out of bounds with the second left. That was nice of him as well, and hopefully he just continues to be a playmaker. Obviously, it's a crowded room right now with Rome and DJ and Olamide Zaccheaus, none of which played today, which kind of tells you what the pecking order is at this point in time. But Burton is absolutely going to have a role and absolutely going to get opportunities to play. Didn't see him get any action as a returner. I'll be curious to see if they work him in there in the next couple preseason games, but thought he looked good, thought he looked smooth, kind of what I would have expected. Case Keenum. Now, I wouldn't label Tyson Bagent a loser here. I'd kind of put him in the neutral, probably more positive than negative, but I thought Case Keenum just is kind of what he's been, which is just steady and just can run the offense, gonna make good decisions, 8 for 10, 80 yards, couple touchdowns, a variety of them too. The first one, he stepped in the pocket, looked like he was going to scramble right before he crossed the line of scrimmage, did a little sidearm flick to Deion Hankins. Second one, just a red zone fade to Jahdae Walker, dropped it right in the bucket. Quick decisions, gets the ball out. If he has to play, you feel like he can run the offense for you. Tyson Bagent, it's more highs, more lows, right? Couple of missed throws, airmailed Burton on a slant, on a ball that was too high. He threw a ball into a tight window that got tipped and picked off. I wouldn't say it was a bad decision by any means, but probably needed to go slightly more out in front. But also led the drive of the day. 16 plays, 94 yards, made a couple of big-time throws. Deep out to Devin Duvernay for about 18, and on 4th down, after Braxton Jones whiffed at left tackle, floated a nice touchdown to the back of the end zone. So more of a mixed bag from him, but I would say the highs were more there and the lows were more there with him. And I do just wonder if this is a true backup QB competition or if it's just Tyson Bagent. I'll be curious to see if they flip the order next week, regardless of if Caleb plays. Does Bagent or Keenum get out there first? Because obviously Keenum played more snaps against, like third string guys, whereas Bagent played more against the twos and maybe even one drive against the ones. But his first two drives did go 3 and out. So mixed bag for him. Keenum more consistent. Thought he played a little bit better out of the two today. All right, get yourself a Caleb Williams jersey. We know who QB1 is. Chatsports.com/Caleb jersey. That link will be in the comments and description of this video. Click and shop today. Represent number 18. Okay, Noah Sewell next up. Didn't mention him too much in the postgame show, but thought he set the tone early. Miami was moving up and down the field on their opening drive. They ended up playing Tua for a series, and Sewell flashed a couple times. A couple of nice tackles in space. Peanut punch, which forced a fumble that took a bad bounce out of bounds, so the Bears didn't really have a chance to recover it, but that was a nice play, an opportunity to generate a splash play. And then on the goal line stop on 4th down, 4th and goal at the 1, shoots the gap, TFL for a 3-yard loss, turnover on downs, flexed his muscle after. We've been hearing whispers from camp that he's an improved player, that he's taken a step forward, and I saw that today. Speed, instincts, and consistent tackling. I didn't see him miss a tackle, so I thought he played really well. I think he is in a good position to be that third linebacker right now. I think he profiles as a middle linebacker if Tremaine Edmonds were to go down. Played a lot at middle today, so that was nice to see. Ruben Hippolyte made a couple of plays, but I think it's pretty clear that Sewell is ahead of him right now. Then our last winner that I want to point out is Jahdae Walker, who I liked when they signed him, 6'2", 207, out of Texas A&M. I heard on the broadcast, Adam Amin reached out to one of A&M's staffers and said he was the heartbeat of their football team last year, so definitely a fan of hearing that. 3 catches, 41 yards, and a touchdown. He'd be a massive winner if he caught that initial drive from Case Keenum, 4th down. Keenum kind of floated one to the back of the end zone. He had to jump up pretty high, but got his hands on it, would have gotten his feet down. Couldn't quite squeeze it, but still bounced back. Had that touchdown on the fade later on. Had a couple other catches as well. I thought it looked good. Out of him and J.P. Richardson, the two UDFA wide receivers, we've heard more from Richardson in camp. Walker definitely flashed more today. Who is the biggest winner from the Bears preseason opener? I think you'd have to say Austin Booker, but I just broke down 5 guys for you. Maybe there's someone else. I'll throw an honorable mention. Cairo Santos blasting in a 57-yarder with room to spare. Not that it's really a true kicker competition with Jonathan Kim. Thank you, producer Colin, who saw some kicks in the second half. But if it was, that was a pretty strong statement of, hey, I'm still here. I'm still pretty good. Okay, some losers now. Trey Flowers. Did end up with 6 tackles and 2 PBUs, but they picked on him a lot. They picked on him a lot. I'm not saying he can't be a practice squad player for a team, but I'd be shocked if he made this roster. I mean, we've heard way more from Tyreek Stevenson, Deshaun Wright, Terrell Smith, guys who are competing for a starting role. We have not heard Trey Flowers being in the mix there, and I think we saw why today. He just doesn't have it anymore. Step slow, instincts aren't there. Got dinged up at 1.2, was able to come back, but I don't view him as any threat to make the 53 at this point in time. I will throw J.P. Richardson in this category, not necessarily because he did anything wrong, but I think he's a guy, if he wants any chance to make the team, he's got to really pop in the preseason, and didn't really do so today. 2 catches, 7 yards, one of those on a screen, made a little move, thought he was going to get outside release and get some yak, shoestring tackle. That's one you'd like to see him break out of. Had like a 7-yard punt return on one opportunity, so solid play, but nothing crazy that stood out. Definitely more like whoa from Jahdae Walker than from J.P. Richardson. And then I'll just mention the injured players, obviously, especially if you're a guy fighting for a roster spot. If you get banged up in a preseason game, that's obviously not ideal in any way, shape, or form. Major Burns left with the knee injury, did not return. He also had a bad missed tackle, so not an ideal day for him. Travis Homer left with the calf injury, did not return. We'll see what his status is. Getting a little thin at running back all of a sudden, so keep an eye on that. Amon Bamiga left with the shoulder. Terrell Smith with the groin. That's always been the one thing with Terrell Smith. He always tends to get nicked up. And then Luke Newman left with a concussion. That interior offensive line, rough day for Chris Glazer. Could have easily made him a loser. Thought he looked pretty bad. Not that he's really a threat to make the team, but, Ryan Bates is clearly your top backup interior guy. Kind of looking for that second guy. Is it Luke Newman? If Karan Amagaji gets healthy, does he get some looks inside? That is to be determined, so keep an eye on that position group. All right, biggest loser from the Bears preseason opener. Who is it? Let us know in the comment section of this video on what you think about that. My name is Harrison Graham. We will be back in studio tomorrow morning with more reaction, and then we'll have our afternoon live show, as always, every Monday, 4 o'clock Central Time. So plenty more to come. Kind of put a bow on this one tomorrow. Then we'll look ahead to the week at hand, which is the Bills, which includes a joint practice Friday and the preseason game on Sunday. My name is Harrison Graham. Thanks, everybody who tuned in. We'll see you guys soon. Bear down.